Welcome guys, we are finally in rural China, 20 minutes outside the city of Yangshu. We are just driving along on our e-bike in this beautiful countryside, and it feels so different from everywhere else we've been in China so far.
There's also just been massive flood alerts in this province and the rivers are overflowing, so getting around here at the moment might be a little bit of a challenge.
As we were mentioning the flooding, we've got a little problem ahead. So as you can see, the path is kind of covered in water. The normal water level is normally so much more further down, and even yesterday the water was like up to here, so that's why it's all muddy around here.
We're going to attempt to drive through this big puddle.
This might not be a good idea.
I don't know how waterproof e-bikes are. I don't really know anything about bikes.
We're through. It wasn't too deep. We've made it.
And in typical Chinese style, they actually control the flooding, so they basically let the floodgates out at different points and kind of warn each town, okay, it's your turn to get the flood. The flood runs through and then they open the next set of floodgates. And yeah, it's very organised.
Shanghai and Beijing are living in the future. We still have the beautiful rice fields making the rice for everyone to eat. This is beautiful.
It is.
Almost feels like we're back in Vietnam. Ni hao. Ni hao. Hello. Hello. We've just stopped off to have a little drink at this refreshing little cute drink stand, and we're going to get some lemon tea, and I'm quite excited for this because the view looks incredible. This is lovely. We are just sitting by the river drinking some lemon tea.
This feels so different to the rest of the places we've been in China.
I know, it's actually crazy. It almost feels like we're in Laos, in like Bang Vieng or Luang Prabang.
Yeah, off the track somewhere.
This is beautiful. Jump on.
Ooh, not much space on here for two people.
The place we're staying in is incredible, and we're about to show you why. 207. Welcome to our room. This place is only costing us £17.50 a night, and when you see this, it's going to blow you away. We have this whole window which is just all made of glass, and we've got these incredible karst mountains outside. Let me go outside. Look at this. There is actually a pool at this place, and it's only costing £17.50, which is absolutely insane. Not a bad view of the countryside. It's about a 20-minute walk outside the main town of Yangshuo. But honestly, there's restaurants nearby. The staff speak incredible English, and honestly, it's super peaceful and very affordable. If you are interested in staying here, I'll leave a link to it in the description. I just booked it on booking.com. Right then, it is time for a sunset adventure. I'm by myself. Amelia's not feeling too good. In all honesty, I think we must have eaten or drunk something a little bit dodgy, because I'm a little bit shaky at the moment, but still, sunset adventure. Let's go to a cool viewpoint and hopefully get up one of these karst mountains, looking over hopefully something good. Here we go then, on the adventure. This does not look very busy. I guess we've got to try, see how far we can go, and if not, we turn around, but let's not give up easily. It is a little bit slippy because of the flooding, and I don't think the path's been used that much. I'm blown already. It's just straight up this path. I'm currently filming on the Insta360 X4. It's pretty good quality. Also, I've got a wrist strap on, so it means I've got my hands free. So if I need to climb or grab something quickly, I easily can. Let me know what the quality is like, and if you want to get one of these, I'll leave it in the description. Mosquito. Oh, I haven't been this tired in a long time. Absolutely falling back down. And I'm very worried about coming down. Very worried, because it is so slippy. It's going to be dark. I can't stay up here too long. But here we are on top of the mountain. We have arrived. Let's get to the tallest bit. Oh. Oh, no way. I'm on top of the world right now. On top of Yangshu, surrounded by incredible buildings, the beautiful Li River, and I'm dripping buckets. Okay, I am getting a little bit worried because it is getting dark and the way down is very sketchy. So I want to make, oh blimey, I want to make my way down as quickly as possible, but obviously very carefully. Amazing to have this to myself. A little sad to go. That was a good 30 minutes. I was a little bit of an idiot and I didn't bring a head torch. And it's already very dark and I've just started. You can't even see on camera where I'm going. Oh blimey. I almost feel I need to sleep at the top. It's so slippy. It's actually slippier near the bottom. I'm nearly back and I'm just sliding everywhere. I've got so much sweat on me. I don't remember sweating this much before. I have so much mud on my shoes. It's actually stupid. Oh! I'm all good. Literally, when I got comfortable, I said I was at street level. That's when I fell. Woo! Here we go, we've reached street level, down some stairs, and I'm there. Feet feel a little bit wobbly, but we've done it. We have done it. Here we go. Here's my bike, let's get on it and get back to the hostel. I just need to breathe, that was quite the adventure.
It is just after lunch and we are driving along outside of Yangshu to our next point which we wanted to visit. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the rain came pouring down. We ran into this little construction site and here we are, sopping wet. Rain has started to stop now, so I think we can carry on our journey.
I am soaked through, like my white trousers may be see-through right now. We're just gonna ignore that.
We've said before, it is rainy season right now and there is a lot of flooding going on. But luckily that was just like a 10-minute torrential downpour. And I think, hopefully, we're gonna be all right now. Are you ready?
Let's go.
See a river running there now. Here we go, here's our bike. And this was our home for the last 15 minutes while we dried off in the construction site.
We're not dried off because I'm so wet.
We've just arrived in Xingping, an ancient town on the Li River. We're going to have a little look around here, all these little houses and stuff, and then later on we're going to show you the river because it is one of the most beautiful spots along this whole stretch around Guilin. So I think this area is the ancient town, but it is just full of tourist shops, people selling different stuff. But the buildings do look incredibly beautiful and probably quite old. They've obviously been renovated, but they still look very nice. The problem we've had in the last week is that during the day it is so hot outside that it's really difficult to walk around and do stuff. Xingping is famous for its ancient town, but it's also super famous because the view of Xingping is actually on the 20 yuan note, and we're going to show you that view very shortly. I think we have just arrived at the famous viewpoint, but let's have a look and see.
We don't actually have a 20 yuan note with us at the moment, but we'll get a little picture up right here of the note so you can see. Here it is. Beautiful.
Look how strong the water is down here. Usually the water is a lot less deep, but obviously because of the rains, it's a lot deeper today. Oh, here we go, the 20 yuan note. And as you can see on it, that's the view we are just looking at right here. I know we've gone on about it a little bit in this video, but it is extremely hot. It's very hard to do things, especially in the middle of the day. So we're kind of waiting a little bit, delaying time, so that it hopefully cools down a little bit this afternoon, this evening.
Please, I need coolness.
So this is our bike. This is actually a different bike to the one we had yesterday. And this one is like a long range e-bike. So that we could actually get to Xingping town all the way from Yangshu, because otherwise the range would have run out. Okay, let's take this thing for a spin. Honestly, riding these is so different to a usual bike because they just seem to take off like suddenly. They just go. They don't, there's no gears. It's just like,
Let's go.
These e-bikes are also a lot slower than usual bikes, so you can't get as far, but you can just waddle along a little bit. It's quite nice. Hello. Ni hao.
So we are a little bit confused. It feels like because of the floods, this place was underwater a couple of days ago. So I think a lot of the bamboo rafting and like a lot of the viewpoints and a lot of the activities you can do around here are not going ahead at the moment. So what we're going to do is going to go back to Yangshu and hopefully do some bamboo rafting or something around there. And this is our last proper full day of traveling in China. So guys, we are literally flashing red on our e-bike battery. I thought it was long range, but maybe it's not super long range. So unfortunately, we've got to go back before we can go out for sunset. We have been charging the bike for the last, I don't know, 20 minutes. And we're hoping that's enough because the sun is starting to set. So I guess we just take it out and see. We've just reached this scenic spot. Unfortunately, I don't think the bamboo rafting is going ahead. Maybe they close it at 6 or whatever because it is about 6:30 now, going towards 7. But we're going to head to the river and finish off our last full day traveling in China in a peaceful way. Yangshu used to be a big backpacker hub. Back in between 2002 and 2008, about 70–80% of all the tourists here were foreigners, which was the big backpacker mecca of China, has just dissolved. People don't come here anymore, which is really unfortunate because it is such a beautiful area. With the really hard visa process and things not being as easy, having to use WeChat for a lot of things, people have been put off coming here. But when you look at this scenery like this should encourage the Southeast Asian backpackers to come visit this beautiful area. Look at these guys, they're just swimming in the river at sunset. I mean, I kind of want to join them, maybe I will. It looks beautiful. I guess the problem with Yangshu now is that it is built for group tourism. So there's a lot of things like a train track through the middle of the rice fields. There's a lot of things which make not as authentic and very set up for Chinese tourists, which a lot of backpackers probably aren't the biggest fan of. But if you escape that and come to these little more rural areas in Yangshu, then it is beautiful and still has that more authentic kind of feel to it. It's been unfortunate because of the big rains here, but our thoughts go out to all the people who have affected their lives, affected their houses, because it actually has caused quite a few people to actually pass away. These floods aren't common, they don't come every year, but I guess it can happen in rainy season. We will end the video there, but tomorrow we have a big journey ahead of us where we're heading overland and hopefully crossing the border into another country. Thank you so much for watching. Go down and hit subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.